Hi, so we're going to look at the two-part breath, and the two-part breath really starts with gentle abdominal breathing. So to begin, you can either sit or you can lie down. The most important thing is that you are comfortable. You don't have to sit on the floor and you don't have to sit cross-legged either. You can kneel, you can have your legs out in front, or you can sit on the edge of a chair or a sofa. Now I'm sitting on one of these. Now I'm quite open in the hips. You might find that you need to sit on something higher if you want to be on the floor, but by all means sit on the edge of a chair. Just make sure that your spine is comfortably straight. And there's no effort to you don't have to hold yourself into position. It's just very natural and comfortable. So what we're going to do first of all is just place your hand on the center of your chest and one on your lower abdomen. I also want to say that you can also do this exercise lying down, and I would encourage you to bend the legs, have the knees up and the feet on the floor, knees knocked together. So one hand on the top of your chest. You can also place your hand on the ribs, the other on your lower abdomen. So just close your eyes and just see if you can be aware of what's moving in your body when you breathe. Now, what we're looking to do is to do a very relaxed abdominal breath. So this means that your lower hand, the one over your belly button, will be the one that moves. And the hand in the center of your chest or the one on your ribs doesn't. So you want to make sure that your rib cage isn't involved in this particular part of the exercise. So you're breathing in and out through your nose, and you want your breathing to be very soft and gentle. This should be the kind of breathing you do when you are completely relaxed, at peace. Maybe you're going to sleep, maybe you're on the sofa watching television. So as you inhale, the belly will gently inflate, and as you exhale, it'll gently draw back towards the spine. So this should be a really small and subtle movement. So keeping the eyes closed and just seeing if you can feel this small movement and this small amount of air coming in and out. Now, what you're breathing in and out at the moment should be what's known as tidal volume breathing. It's just a small part of your total lung capacity. So it's a passive inhale and a passive exhale. So what this means is there's no need to engage the ribs. It's not a big breath. It's just a small breath drawing into the bottom part of the lungs as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, the tummy comes back and you exhale. So just continuing, seeing if the breath can be as relaxed and gentle as possible. When you inhale, the lower hand over your belly will rise. And as you exhale, it will gently come back. So if you've managed to get this and the rib cage isn't moving at all, what I want you to do is to now increase the amount of air you're breathing in and out, still in and out through the nose, but again, the rib cage does not move. So if you're imagining there's kind of a balloon maybe around your belly, and you're trying to blow that up as much as possible. So you inhale, the belly will expand out into the room, but the ribs don't move. This is a difficult bit. And then as you exhale, draw the tummy back towards the spine. So you want to start squeezing that air out now. So you're trying to get the belly to touch the back of the body as you exhale. And then the next inhale should be a little easier, and the belly will relax and move forward as you inhale. And then again, exhaling and trying to squeeze out now by drawing the tummy muscles in, squeeze out as much air as you possibly can. So continuing like this, you're trying to breathe as much air into you as possible, but without the ribs moving at all, and the shoulders must remain completely still and relaxed. The chest doesn't move, shoulders don't move, ribs don't move, it's just the lower abdomen. Checking again that your lower jaw is relaxed, feeling your tongue heavy in your mouth. And now just bring your breathing back to soft and gentle abdominal breaths like we did at the start. And we're going to look now at the second part of that. So in this video, we're just doing the two-part breath. So this is abdominal and kind of rib cage, kind of middle part of the body breathing. So I want you to bring your hands now onto the ribs. Now your thumbs can either face backwards or they can face forwards, whatever feels comfortable for you. And I want you to squeeze fairly, not uncomfortably strong, but kind of squeeze in and push out against your hands. So as you breathe in, you're not worried about the lower abdomen. I just want you to focus on breathing into the ribs. So again, in and out through the nose. And as you exhale, feel those ribs drawing together as you squeeze out that air. And as you inhale, be aware that the ribs don't just, they kind of move in at the front, the side, and the back. Really feel those that rib cage expanding out. So try and do this as slowly as possible. The slower you do it, the more kind of control and awareness you have. So make sure the shoulders remain completely still and relaxed and the chest doesn't move. We're just focusing on the rib cage at the moment. So just feel how much expansion you can get in that rib cage on the inhale, and then how much deflation you can get in contraction on the exhale. Checking that your lower jaw is relaxed. All the muscles of your face are relaxed. Okay, now bring your breathing back to soft and gentle breaths. So what we're going to do now is to bring the two things together. Now, the critical thing about starting with the two-part breath is that a lot of people, they use the shoulders. They kind of, you say, take a big breath in and that happens. So we want to focus with the two-part breath. We don't use the shoulders. We don't use the upper chest. We try and keep this whole area as relaxed as possible. We just focus on the abdomen and then the rib cage. So you can place another hand if you want on your tummy, and the other can be on the side of your ribs or at the center of the chest, whatever feels comfortable for you. So again, closing the eyes and just start off by exhaling. So exhale and draw the tummy back towards the spine. Exhale, 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 exhale. Squeeze out as much air as you possibly can. Then with the rib cage immobile, do not move it. Just inhale into the lower portion of the lungs, which means that the belly will come out into the room. So breathe into the belly as much as you can. And now breathe into the ribs. So the ribs will come out. Don't worry, the tummy will come in a bit. So you're not doing it incorrectly. As much as you can into the ribs. And now we're going to exhale. So the ribs now deflate. And when you can't squeeze the ribs anymore, then you squeeze with the lower abdomen. So take this really in a really kind of steady, controlled way. So you're going to continue this at your own pace now. So keeping the eyes closed. Remember, we're breathing first into the lower abdomen. So that belly will expand out, nice and controlled. Try and make the breath silent as well. So there's no kind of tension in the throat. Then the rib cage will expand out. So take this like the belly, and then I want you to pause before you do the ribs. When you fill the ribs as the kind of middle part of the chest as much as you can, again, pause before you begin the exhale. So it's inhale into the belly, pause. Inhale into the ribs, pause. Exhale the ribs, pause. Exhale the belly, pause. So nice and slow and controlled. Checking that your forehead is relaxed. Eyes heavy in their sockets. Cheeks relaxed. Lower jaw relaxed. Your tongue heavy in your mouth. Try and make your breathing completely soft and silent and controlled. There should be no tension in your jaw, your chest, your shoulders. You're breathing as much as you can into the belly, then pausing. Into the ribs, then pausing. Exhale the ribs, then pause. Exhale the belly, then pause. Slow, calm, and controlled. And now wherever you are in your cycle, just relax the breathing completely. Keep the eyes closed. And remember the breathing we started. So gentle, soft abdominal breathing. Again, a very small amount of air, soft and silent. And you might find now that you're a little bit more relaxed, and you might find that at the end of the exhalation, there is a natural and gentle pause. And that's great. That's really, really good. The more you can have that, the more relaxed you are within yourself and your breathing. but don't try and fight, don't try and struggle for it. Just try and get yourself now into a state where your breathing is soft, gentle, passive, relaxed. There's just a gentle movement in the lower abdomen and none in the ribs. So just feeling with every soft and gentle exhalation, your body becomes heavier and heavier. With every soft and gentle exhalation, your body becomes more and more relaxed. Feel all the muscles of your face relaxed, your lower jaw relaxed, and your tongue heavy in your mouth. Sense of deep peace and stillness moving down through your body. And then in your own time, you can slowly and gently open the eyes. So there we go. We've looked at the two-part breath. So gentle abdominal breathing, then breathing into the belly, then into the ribs, and then reversing it. So exhale the ribs, exhale the belly.